Hey all, this is Andy from Sense with Andy. So I just finished watching the Celtics game and I'm completely stunned. I mean, what a game. I know this is tennis, but I live in Boston, so yeah, completely breathless. I haven't seen a game like that in years. I mean, the NBA has been great this year. But talking today, title of the subject is the next big three. And this is in reference to Fed, Nadal, and Djokovic, and who's gonna take over as a big three. So I mean, in the men's game, I think the clay court season has been riveting. And who would have thought that without Nadal that we'd have such a good season? Alcaraz, obviously, he's been playing great when he's healthy. That's a big question mark. I think for me, I don't know. Like ever since I saw him with the wraps around his arm last year, and I just sort of questioned his health. I know these guys are all super in shape, but there's something to me about the VS that seemed, at least when I used it, that hurt my shoulder a bit. But who knows? Hopefully he stays healthy. But I think he's. I wouldn't put him as a clear cut favorite. Honestly, I know everybody wants to. I think he's a favorite, but I think people are starting to find some holes in this game. I can't remember the qualifier's name who beat him first round of the last tournament, but yeah, I mean, there are holes in this game to be exploited. So there are five people actually who I think have a chance to win it for the men's. I think it's even more open than that, but I'll say Alcaraz, Tsitsipas, obviously in no order, Djokovic, Rune, and I mean if he gets actually six people, Rude, if he gets a favorable draw, and Medvedev. And who would have ever thought I say Medvedev would have a chance of taking the French Open? But if you've watched the last few months, I mean his shots have been the same, but what's been different this year to me about Medvedev on clay is his movement, and he's moving quite well. And like if he can extend the points and just rely on just getting every single ball back in play, I mean he's going to be hard to beat. I think somebody would have to pull a Stanislas against him, so basically rip the ball through the court in order to beat Medvedev. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a really good French Open. First round starts tomorrow, and there are some really good matches, both men and the ladies. So can't wait to see it. Now, on the ladies' side, I think this is where I know the title's the big three, and I think y'all were assuming that it would be men, but it's actually the women. And and the way I look at this is, I see these three ladies the ones who are going to dominate for the next few years, and that's Swiatek, excuse my pronunciation, Sabalenka, and as I affectionately call her, the robots, Rybakina. And it's been the last Swiatek Sabalenka final. I think maybe it was in Rome. Somebody fact checked me on that, but that was some really really high quality tennis, and it sort of reminded me of who was maybe it was Nadal and Joker back in the day, but where it was basically like ping pong from the baseline in terms of their shots. I mean, both ladies were just staying planted at the baseline, hitting with depth and with pace, and it was just a really good match. I really like Swiatek in terms of her mental fortitude. She has a belief in herself. She has beautiful game, rips forehand hard and with spin, and backhand is no slouch either. She hits a really good backhand. Serve, I think she's improved on it a lot and fixed that little bit of a hitch that I saw a little bit last year. So I think her serve is really good. And obviously, you guys know Sabalenka is my favorite besides Venus. Sabalenka, I mean, she's at this time, like a year and a half ago, I mean, she was double digits, double faults in like almost every match. And I mean, she's really turned it around, and it's amazing to watch her. And I think what struck me the most is that, yes, I knew she could do it on hard court, but she's now doing it on clay, right? And I mean, it's going to be a really good showdown between those two if they meet in the final. Then my dark horse, Rybakina, who is sort of the quiet one who just manages to beat everyone. And I call her the robot because she just executes mechanically. You don't, whether she's up or down, you don't see it. It's just something, a sight to behold. And like, I mean, she's quietly had herself a phenomenal year. Wimbledon final, Wimbledon champion. She didn't get any points for that. I believe Australian Open finalist as well, and then she just won clay court tournament, which technically should be her least favorite surface, but I mean, with her pace, she could just hit through the ball. I mean, hit through the court. So definitely one to watch out for, and that's who I say are the next big three: Rybakina, Swiatek, and Sabalenka. I think they're going to dominate over the next year or two. And just leave in the comments below if you think I'm crazy, or if you agree, or if you think there are other folks on the WTA who are gonna to take the mantle. But really excited. I'm excited to show you guys some more match play. I know I haven't shown much, but I've been playing lots of tennis, lots of good tennis. Not so good tennis, but I think what I've really learned and what's I've been working on is really staying mentally strong throughout the match. And a loss is only a loss if you don't learn anything from it. So I've been really learning different nuggets from each match and trying to take them into my next one. So I have a lot to share, and I'll start to at least show highlights as we move on. But I'm gonna kick off the popcorn. Maybe not popcorn. Maybe Eggo waffles. Wake up tomorrow 5 a.m. to watch Sabalenka. But the matchups are gonna be great. I mean, if you can't tell, I'm excited. It's gonna be such a good tournament. I've been hitting on red clay, and like it's just addicting. But such good tennis is coming up, and hope you guys enjoy it. And remember, play smart and see results. This is Andy from Sense with Andy.